You just made a face at me. Do it again. Do it again. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So aggressive and angry. Yes, I know we're scary. We got teeth. I know.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, BBs. You are all under arrest. The Empire will now be taking you aboard a Star Destroyer and interrogating you.
I don't know what side I'm at this point in the canon.
Would you say you're sort of a gray Jedi?
No,
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I would not say that. That's not what she is.
I know. Hey.
It's not correct.
Yeah, I know. Black Widow isn't a Jedi.
God damn. Hi, everyone. It's Costume Friday. You want to show off the fit? I feel like you should show off the fit a little bit. Oh
Sure.
God.
This is my official Inferno Squadron jumpsuit.
Wow.
I was the first member of the 501st to have a costume spec Inferno Squadron.
Nice.
Yeah, we did a paintball thing with EA, where it was me, Andy, and the cast of Battlefront 2.
Nice.
That's how Janina and I met and became friends against the entire Orange County Rebel Alliance.
Ooh.
Playing paintball, and it was great. I have an
That's
E11. I have an E11 paintball gun.
Why you didn't bring that?
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Talk about your costume. Your
I'm
evil
not Black Widow.
Your evil gadget from Rescue Rangers.
I'm no those. Look, wait. Now I'm Evil Gadget from Rescue Rangers. I'm Mara Jade. She's not canon, but it doesn't matter. She's canon in my heart. And look, is the costume a little Black Widowy? Sure. She just kind of wears a black jumpsuit.
That's kind of what she
straps.
does, you know?
People don't necessarily think, especially
Look,
in the 80s, we weren't thinking very originally about female characters.
Black Widow is just in people's minds right now. She's in the zeitgeist, you know?
But I'm not. Anyways, best canon. I agree. Thank you.
I spent 5 years trying to sneak the name Mara Jade into various things for the Star Wars show, and it would get a hard kibosh every time, and it was a bummer.
I have to believe that's because they have plans for her, because it makes my heart happy to believe that.
Usually if I did it, because they wouldn't let us talk about Revan either, and now they've got the KOTOR remastered, but, you know, who knows what plans they have for who.
Who's to say?
But sometimes I would throw a character's name into something just to see if it would get struck down. Because then I'd be like, are you doing something with this?
Something? Guys, why does she wear goggles around her neck? She never put them on.
Space. Cool.
No one else in space is wearing goggles.
That's why she's cool.
Ah, that's how you be cool.
That's not true. Maz Kanata.
That's true.
The two hottest women in Star Wars.
Goggles. That's the secret, everybody.
The secret is goggles.
All right. Y'all, we have a bit of news to talk about today. There was a huge event this morning, which you might have all watched already if you were up very early, but I have not.
We delegated the watching of the Animal Crossing Direct to me, so I would know what was going on. Saige will live react here on the show.
For a little bit of context, Animal Crossing is my favorite game franchise of all time. I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan. I love it.
Yeah.
Very much.
We are both very big into it. And you know, they sold this update to us. They were like, "Hey, check in for this Brewster update." And they didn't even say Brewster. They were just like,
You just showed a little bit of.
they just showed somebody walking into a cafe. Baby, they fucking did some stuff.
I'm very excited and I don't know anything yet. I've stayed off the internet this morning.
So let's make sure we've got me up. We've got a little bit of volume for the BBs. I've got the closed captions turned on.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I was in the middle of fixing this and then I didn't. Oops.
This is very exciting news because I'll tell you what, we thought they weren't working on much. We thought we were getting little updates from here on out.
Yeah.
You know? We thought we were getting just tiny things. But they had big things planned. Big things planned.
Anthony, I'm so excited. I'm so excited I can't run the tech.
Don't run the tech.
Honestly?
Honestly,
Fuck the tech.
Fuck the tech. Just bring it up.
Hey, everybody. Fuck the tech.
Honestly, just bring it on up.
Well, I have to make sure that we have audio.
Yeah, I can see audio coming from me. No?
No.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. Let's check this out.
It's not perfect, tech-wise.
Nothing is.
But no audio.
No? Here.
What's up with that?
Try swapping. Yeah, go to properties there and see what we got. Yeah, that should be it.
Okay, try and play a little audio for me.
All right.
We were having some tech difficulties this morning. There's no audio, Anthony.
That's okay.
All
We
right.
got closed captions. We're going to do it.
Yay! Hi, Brewster.
So we love this. We thought Brewster was coming back.
Of course.
And he is.
The cafe looks excellent. Of course.
Let's see. Does this help at all? No, we're getting nothing, guys. Remember, this is not a tech support stream.
Yeah.
Believe me when I say that we've tried a lot of different things. So animals can come over and hang out in the cafe, obviously. Isabel's taking a break.
Uh-huh.
That's the Amiibo phone.
Oh my god.
And sometimes when you invite characters, they bring a group.
Can you invite friends?
I mean,
Other player
I
friends?
would imagine that when your friends come, you all can just go to the cafe.
Yeah.
It's part of your island.
Yeah, I'd go to the cafe together.
But wait, who's that motherfucker?
Cabin!
He's back, baby! He's back, baby! Meep, mop, mop, mop. Meep, mop, meep, meep, mop, mop, mo.
My heart.
He's got shanties. It's all really happening. But he takes you now to new types of islands.
Oh my god.
That's a mysterious flora island.
Oh my god.
What does one do with mysterious flora? Probably bring it back to the island. The spores infect everybody. People start acting a little
It's
strange.
perfect.
You can also go to islands that have different seasons and different times of day than yours. So if you missed some like winter stuff, you can get materials to build winter stuff. Here we are on Creeper Harv's Island, and it turns out he's very good friends with Harriet,
Oh, okay.
which
Harriet's just living a hippie life now?
she's a hippie. She's a hippie now. But look at these gyroids. These gyroids say,
They have mustaches.
hey, if you donate to us, we will put merchants on this island. It's a little swap meet, and it's permanent. No more waiting for all of these characters to come. You can put them on your swap meet island. And Cyrus can now customize things that you can't customize.
It's time.
There she is! Katrina! Let's go! There he is! Retired mayor! Living his life! He retired to the trailer park.
Oh, Harriet does still do hair.
She has special styles that you cannot get anywhere
Oh
else.
my fucking god.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is it. It's time. It's time for our return to Animal Crossing, Anthony.
Wait. Morning stretches are back.
Oh my god.
And now they're interactive.
No.
You can use either motion control or the controller.
I could get up and stretch in the morning for realsies with all my villagers.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Morning calisthenics. I love it.
Get up and do it every day.
Yeah?
Get up and do it before the show.
Gotta do it before the show.
Yeah.
Town ordinances are back.
Oh my God.
If you're unfamiliar, town ordinances let you do things like Beautiful Island Ordinance will make it so the villagers pick up weeds and stuff.
Yeah.
So they make your town clean. You can do early riser, so everybody gets up
comes
earlier
out.
in the morning.
So that way, if you're somebody who's like, shit, I really like to play early in the morning, but my villagers are never awake, and I'm not a cheater that's going to change the time on my island.
New exteriors that now match different sets. So if you were like one of those people who did like a beautiful themed island, and you were like, I hate that the houses don't match. You can now make your house match. You can hold 5,000 things in storage. That's double the storage. Also, Nook Miles that are making useful.
Oh man, Nook Miles were only useful for tickets.
So they're adding new stuff because they're gonna have.
You got the 5 things that were interesting from the Nook Miles store, and then you never went back.
Saige, we're looking at cooking and growing crops.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh
They
my
did
God.
it. They did it.
Oh my God. They've harvest mooned.
They harvest mooned it.
They harvested mooned.
All the moons have been harvested, and then you can cook. And of course, the photos of the food are just beautiful.
Look at the cooking animation. It's just like the building one.
Look, and then you can just lay things out. That's vacation
exactly
juice.
what lots of kids in the live studio audience said. Finally, a use for my gorgeous kitchen.
Yeah. You can have a little dinner party.
Fuck.
Pro decorating license. You can now add lighting and ceiling lighting to change different moods. You can hang things from the shelf or from the ceiling, and you can choose one accent wall in every room.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. You can get 10 bridges and 10 inclines now,
Goodbye, everyone.
which is lovely.
I must return to the
They need me.
island.
A bunch of new fencing.
Beautiful. Love it. Block fencing. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, large lattice fence.
I mean, some of these are
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And of course, they frozen fencing. They have seasonal fencing. And of course, you can customize it. I mean, this is huge. Pro camera.
Oh?
Ready for this? First person camera mode.
Oh my God. All of the times you, like, I know personally, and I know you're big on photo mode, but try to take a photo of your villagers doing something weird or something cool.
All I want is a cool photo of it, and I have to take it from that one perspective.
They let you set it up like a tripod and then walk into it.
Mm-hmm. You can walk around but here's the thing. If you don't want to take a picture, that is a mode that allows you to walk around your entire island in first person.
Oh my God.
Custom
Give me
patterns can now be used as...
Give me a Nintendo VR helmet, cowards.
Right? You make it work with the Labo VR helmet. You can now use custom patterns for clothing and for walls that you couldn't use before. New hairstyles are coming.
Oh my God. These are all Harriet's hairstyles. Oh, good. Oh my God.
New reactions.
Oh my God.
This is huge. Huge. Wow. Listening ears. Put on your listening ears. Pretty huge. And then for people who are just getting into Animal Crossing or who are like, my friends have been playing this for a year and a half, it sounds like too much for me. There's now an Island Life 101 app for onboarding. So if things pop up that you are unfamiliar with as a new player, there's new Nook Miles items. And a lot of them, it looks like are from Pocket Camp. Some of the more fun Pocket Camp stuff. Like I had an entire amusement park in Pocket Camp. This is storage cabinet that's connected to your house. You can put anywhere on the island.
That's so useful.
You still can't build from storage, which like, okay, fine. But you can set everything up. That is a Nook, that's an ATM.
Oh my God.
It's an automatic bell machine, an ABM. KK has new songs.
We haven't gotten an update in so long. They saved it all for us.
It's all, and they undersold this.
They undersold the fuck out of this.
Because they knew people were like getting a little, come on, where is everything? And they were like, cafe. That's a music box that plays KK's songs. So you don't have to have a record player. You can have it play as like little chimey music box music, which is adorable. Hey,
what's hair?
Hey, Saige, what's that buried underground? Oh no, baby, they're back.
They're back, and you can have them to own for yourself and for mine to keep?
Yep. You find you find fragments, you plant them.
Oh, you find, whoa.
They grow overnight. And of course, when you put them all together, they play music. And you can customize them.
Different. Oh my God.
They are
And
customizable.
you can set them on tables.
You can put them anywhere you want in your house. Because they're little guys.
They used to be bigger, and you'd have to set them on the floor.
Oh yeah, they took up the same space as like a dresser. But look, you can customize them for anything now. I fucking love gyroids. Of course, new items. Look, Saige, they have your computer set up.
Yeah, they do. Oh.
I want that. Look at that. It's just an amazing machine.
Wow.
I'd like an amazing machine.
Machine. Who knows what it does? It's amazing.
It's amazing. That is a wooden ladder setup kit, which allows you to put a ladder anywhere in your town permanently. So you don't have to swap to your ladder.
This is moving so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much that they crammed into this, 11 minutes?
11 minutes.
There's like, here, and this, and this, and this, and this.
Of course.
DIYs?
New DIYs.
Look at that beautiful kitchen.
Tight spaces, which are a problem. Not anymore.
Oh my God.
Tight spaces are no longer a problem. Froggy chair sighting.
Froggy chair sighting.
Going back. Froggy chair sighted. Froggy chair.
Oh my God.
Froggy chair. Froggy chair. Look at that accent wall. Look at those ceiling decorations.
I'm trying not to cry.
You now get invited to residence homes.
Oh.
They will come and visit you randomly like they used to.
Yes.
So that's back. This is that free update and a big update. They call it 2.0 and they are not kidding.
Oh my God.
Look at some of these new villagers. November 5th, totally free. Now, they do say this is the last major free content update for Animal Crossing. But it's huge. It adds back just about everything I was missing.
I can't.
But wait, Saige.
Rolling the intro.
Roll that intro. But hold on.
Oh?
Because they ended, and they were like, hey, goodbye. And I was like, cool, I'm getting on my jumpsuit, and blah, I'm getting ready for the show. And then they were like, hold on, motherfucker.
Oh, wait.
So... let me see. They probably put it in a secondary video.
Oh. How rude.
Let me find it.
Very rude.
Because that is not all.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed?
Yeah.
How whelmed are you?
Over.
Over?
Too much.
It's too whelmed?
It's too whelmed.
You are too whelmed?
I'm so excited. Yeah. Holy shit. Look, okay, I'm fine with that being the last major content update. We'll continue to get the holiday updates, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There will be events and things
Sure.
like that because those aren't major quality of life
Well,
updates.
Remember, Saige, that they said last major free.
Oh, you think
content update.
That's true. We're probably going to get some DLC.
Can we get playback back in the monitor, please?
Uh-huh.
Because here we go.
How dare you make them listen to you drink?
How dare you, madam? And that's what I have to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. It's Animal Crossing. It's New Horizons. I'm putting on my
Okay.
jumpsuit. I'm ready to go to Saige's.
Uh-huh.
And then they go, whoop.
What's up? What's going on at Dodo Airlines?
They go, oh, hey. What's up? Oh, I want to go to work.
What?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're going to work. Yeah, cool. Roger
What?
that.
Hold on.
Roger that. It's work time.
What do you mean?
Heading to work.
What do you...
Do. Here we go. We're
Where's
off to
work?
work. We're off to work. Oh, what is this island? What is
It reminds me of the little island you would go to when you would connect the link cable to your Game Boy
a bit,
Advance.
right? Look at all these weird different islands. What's going on? Why, it's an entire archipelago.
What?
It's happy home paradise, baby. You now work for a vacation rental community, and it is your job to design homes according to the residents' specifications.
Wait,
Lottie
do you
is
have to
back.
pay for it? Oh,
Wardell is back.
Hi.
We got that cute new monkey. It's Happy Home Academy.
Do you have to pay for the things?
Now, here's what's interesting. This
Or do you get
is
free reign? Is it creative mode?
this is a $24.99 add-on.
Fine. Take all my money.
Or
Forever.
are you ready for this, Saige? Do you remember how we were like, there's no way Nintendo's going to get me to buy that expanded Nintendo Online? If you get the expanded Nintendo Online membership, the one that comes with like the extra console games and stuff.
Oh, I'll have you know, at the time I said, yeah, Nintendo can have my money and I'll
Oh,
absolutely
really?
pay for it.
I was like, I don't
Yeah,
think I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
get it. There's nothing valuable to it. You get this for free.
Fuck, I'm in.
Now remember, it's like $45 a year.
Yeah.
So like they're basically giving you this for free if you try out the new membership.
Yeah, so what I want to know is that when you are going to this island to design others' homes, right? When you're going to do that and they're
Yeah.
like, hey, here are the specifications, do you still have to pay for the furniture items out of your bells?
So they show you going
The way you do
in.
for your current.
Yeah, they show you
Villagers.
going in, and there are special things. It feels a bit like Harv's Island, where it's like, we're going to recommend things for you to give to them, but you don't need to pay for them.
Okay. Yeah.
The Happy Home pays for it.
Good.
And what happens
I
is,
love the bears. My house is filled with the bears.
what's interesting is, for this, with Happy Home Academy, it was
Light
very
moved
much,
around.
it was very much walled off into its own thing.
Yeah.
But here, if you design things really well for people, there are items that are specific to Happy Home that you can then bring back to your island. Happy Home you also get paid to work, and Happy Home has its own like company store that uses its own
Money.
its own currency. And so you can buy special things on Happy Home Island that you can then take back to your island.
Oh my fucking god.
Boom. You can set
Easy
this.
tree
You can set this. You can set the time and the weather to take photos and stuff. And of course, taking photos is a big deal. Because just like Happy Home Academy and just like the rest of the game, you're going to be able to share your designs, and people are going to be able to like them online, and you can follow other designers and see what they're doing. And another thing they said is they really want to teach you different techniques through this that you may not have thought of that will allow you to design your stuff more creatively. Oh my god.
I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna do a full new save.
You're crunching it all?
I think I'm gonna crunch it all. It's been too long. I'm too overwhelmed by the thought of going
Half
back.
dividing walls.
The half dividing walls. They put the Sims in, you guys.
Counters.
Look at this. It's the Sims.
Dividing walls and counters.
And just pillars too.
This is going to change everything. This
You've
is
got
going
those big walls that you're always, everybody does the little like folding dividers.
Yeah.
little
Oh my
roof-
gosh. The number of things I had to do with like the blank wall to like fake things. Oh, there are also soundscapes now. It's not music, it's soundscapes. So like if you build somebody like an island beach, you can make an island beach soundscape. You can also polish things now, and it changes their visual aesthetics. So certain things can be polished. If you polish your flowers, like butterflies come. So different things happen depending on if you polish different stuff.
I'm tanking my island. I'm starting over.
And here's Lottie. I love that Lottie's back. Shop with Pokey currency for things that are only available
Oh my fucking god.
on the archipelago.
Oh my fucking god.
Beautiful, right? And this new monkey!
Who are you? Hi, what's your name?
Hello, monkey. I love you. I love you very much. I mean, it's wonderful. Like, they're showing off, like, a ton of different stuff that you can do. The ceiling lighting
The way when you
alone.
moved it around, you could see the light moving, so you could like place it.
And the group selection to move things. Ugh. Group selection. You can figure out roommate situations for them. That's canon now.
They're roommates.
They're roommates.
History will say they were roommates.
History will say they were roommates, Saige, but we know better. We know
I'll
better.
push their beds together.
Push their beds together. The cameras are off. They're just really good friends. Oh, and then there are a bunch of, they're showing off, there are just model homes, and no one's going to move into them, so you can do whatever you want with them, just to play around. And one of them is this school, and you can build like a full school for the community. You can build a restaurant, and you can cook now, which is great. There's a hospital on the island. Look, you've got wait staff in the restaurant. I like to offer to refill your water every sip. Ain't no one going thirsty on my watch. Right? And here, you know, you have the new photo mode, and so this is sharing with all of the other players and designers. And you can follow people. One of my favorite things, like, I really enjoyed following different designers who were very good. Hey, look at that. That's Shino. Shino's new, and the internet is going nuts for Shino.
Beautiful.
Shino is so beautiful.
Oh my god.
She's a beautiful Japan mountain gazelle.
Oh my god. The bubbles. Oh, I want to be there.
Right?
Oh, I would like to go there now.
So, what about Amiibo? You
what
can
about-
invite anybody to the island, and they will want a vacation house on the island. So you can be like, I want to build a vacation house for this character. And if you have an Isabelle card, you can be like, Isabelle, you deserve the world, because she does.
And you can 3D print amiibos.
And you can, you can get the cards too. So you can put anybody there. You can also invite characters. You can give people a specific.
I don't own any amiibos.
I
remember.
had all of the Animal Crossing ones. They're gone now, but you can walk in. See, they're showing like, hey, now you can use all of those things that you learned on the island in your own home. But you can also give a souvenir from the archipelago to residents of your island. And they will go, ooh, and it's the little box of candy everybody brings back from Hawaii. The little macadamia chocolates.
Yeah.
And if you give it to them, they go, oh, I'd love to go there. And then they'll show up and you can build a house for them.
Oh my fucking god.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, of course it's amazing.
Now listen, I'm also going to say for people who are wondering out there, if you have an NFC reader-writer, you can also read and write every amiibo card if you want. If you want. I don't know how that works. I couldn't tell you, but I can tell you that you could probably get the exact model of amiibo reader of NFC reader writer that you needed from Amazon for $65. And considering that a pack of the Animal Crossing amiibo cards is $25 and there are 5 sets, you might save money on that. I don't know.
How many cards is this? 75 pieces. NFC cards. These aren't it, right?
Oh, no. Those are the old ones, and those will still work.
Oh, shit.
So there you go.
Oh, my God!
$24.99 or part of Nintendo Switch Online.
Are you going to do... now, are you going to do Switch Online?
I might as well, right? Because I have the regular Switch Online, which is costing me $34.
Yeah.
To go up to $50 and get Animal Crossing thrown in, which is $25.
$50 additional dollars.
Sorry, everybody's saying the packs are $6. I think a full series winds up being something like $25 when you buy all 5 packs or something. But you can read and write to NFCs, and I don't know. Maybe that also changes lightsaber colors. I don't know. Nobody knows.
You guys?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that this is the end of It's Too Early. Forever, for always, because I am now a full-time Animal Crossing player.
She's an Animal Crossing streamer now.
I'm an Animal Crossing streamer. I'm not even gonna stream it. I'm
No,
just gonna go play it.
don't stream it. That's
full time. I just go. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go to my room and play.
I mean, wait, $34.99. Am I still on a family plan? Oh, I gotta cancel that family plan and go down to I'll let them know.
Yeah.
I'll let them know. I will let them know that they are no longer on my family plan. I think that's fair.
Hello, you are not my family anymore.
Hello.
Goodbye.
We are no longer family. So there you go. Now that is how you do a stream. That's how you do a community event. That's how you announce new things. What do you think?
I'm gonna cry in response.
It's unbelievable, right?
I'm good, everybody. I'm very good. Look, my problem with this iteration of Animal Crossing, and the reason that I did not invest into this version of Animal Crossing in the way that I did on the GameCube, was it was in the ways they tried to fill the game, it did not work. In the amount of crafting that was required, in the amount of
they filled
it wasn't for me.
They filled it with things that are very on trend right now.
Right.
But in order to do it,
Animal Crossing.
yeah, they took away some of the stuff that was like the flavor of Animal Crossing.
Right. I want to have other things to go and do on my island and around it.
And they also didn't.
That don't require necessarily a bunch of money.
Yeah, they also didn't really, because they're Nintendo. They took some things that are very trendy, but didn't take them all the way. Like in other games, if you cook or craft a certain thing a certain number of times, you can just do it automatically, and it doesn't take any time. This is all like, it's all like that animation every time. And
it's exhausting.
It was exhausting. And then also because they added in, breadth, not depth. I literally ran out of things I was interested in doing.
Yeah.
Some of the social stuff was gone. And some of the feeling of being friends with the animals was somehow not as strong as it had been in previous ones.
I agree. I think now with them being able to come to your house and invite you to theirs, that'll help. I remember on my GameCube iteration being so attached to my villagers, and I hadn't done that with this one. I was so attached. To this day, I have a brand.
We're also younger.
Sure, but like, it's not like I don't latch onto video game characters anymore.
No, that's fair. Even with the 3DS one, I was very invested in my villagers.
I have plans to get my favorite villager, get a tattoo of my favorite villager from my GameCube Animal Crossing island. It's Stitches. I love him.
Love Stitches.
Stitches was my best friend. Because I really didn't have IRL friends. So I'm going to get a little Stitches face tattooed on me. That's how much I loved my villagers. I want to love my villagers like that.
And I think a lot of this social stuff is gonna make that happen.
I'm gonna be able to go see them at the cafe.
And then
time with them.
Also having the merchants
Make them a little vacation
on the little island is nice.
Oh.
Because it's like the visits from the make the merchants special. I get that, but I would rather like chat with them every day and have it be that weird idiosyncratic Animal Crossing relationship. I love that retired Tortimer is there.
I love that retired Tortimer is there. They did so much for the OG Animal Crossing.
You're the mayor now, motherfucker. I did that already. Yep. I am relaxing.
They gave us so much. They gave us such a gift of like OG Animal Crossing fans in a way that will not be lost on new players.
Once again, Farley the gnome snubbed, and that's okay. But like, listen, bless you. She's allergic to gnomes.
I also feel like they could have done a better placement for Resetti, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, Resetti could be there.
Resetti exists in the game. Resetti's the one who comes and picks
you don't
up.
see him.
Yeah.
Unless you really fuck up, you don't see. And even even then, you don't see him.
Yeah. Resetti's the one who comes and gets you.
But
will that be your first tattoo? No, I already have a tattoo.
So, very exciting. That's exactly how you do a community event. Do you want to know how you don't do a community event, Saige? The way MiHoYo does community events. Genshin Impact, the first anniversary of this game, has been plagued with hatred from players.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire thing. And they tried to pull something on Monday that was so fucking wild. So wild. This was one wealthy man at MiHoYo trying to simp for another wealthy man publicly.
Wow.
Genshin Impact has a character named Elon Musk. Ella Musk is a character that you run into throughout the game. She's a naturalist and a linguist, and just cool. Ella's cool. Whatever. We like Ella.
But we recognize that name.
Where does that name come from?
Hey, your favorite billionaire is not gonna fuck you.
So they started a Twitter account for Ella. Fine. And then the Genshin Impact account used to have the display name of Paimon, who's your guide. They changed it to Genshin Impact. And then they announced this. Dear travelers, to celebrate reaching 2 million followers and then some, Paimon has decided to host... I'll do it in the Paimon voice. Dear travelers, to celebrate reaching 2 million followers and then some, Paimon has decided to host a community challenge. Follow Ella Musk at Paimon to the Moon and check out the image below for what will happen when each milestone is reached. Oh, cool. They'll probably give things to players, in-game items, little bonuses, maybe an additional quest. When 500,000 people follow this bullshit account they just started, Genshin Impact will be renamed back to Paimon.
I don't care?
I don't care what you call your Twitter account.
It's your Twitter account, dog.
I don't care. Call it whatever you want. Change it every day.
When 1 million fans follow at Genshin Impact, we'll follow Elon Musk.
Once again, I don't give a shit. As a
Why
matter of
would we-
fact, I actively don't want Paimon following Elon Musk.
Why would we want you to follow Elon Musk?
Keep my beautiful fantasy magic world away from this fucking garbage. When 3 million fans follow, Genshin Impact will invite Elon Musk to stream Genshin Impact.
No,
Sure.
we can't let this happen.
What a cool thing. What a cool thing. Why would I highlight for the first anniversary community streamers or player streamers?
No, we'll
Why would-
ask Elon Musk to play the game.
When
Also, we'll invite Elon Musk. Is Elon Musk down? Like, is it something you've agreed upon? Or
when
are you just
5 million fans follow. 5 million. Remember, they only have 2 million following on their main account.
and they're
they-
asking 5 to follow their other account?
They thought the promise of Elon Musk would get 2.5 times the people
Not
to
even-
follow their bullshit side account than follow their regular main account.
So, the final thing, when 5 million fans follow, CEO Daiwei will invite Elon Musk to visit MiHoYo HQ.
Not a player, not a member of the community. Elon Musk.
Not, hey, when we hit 5 million followers, we'll invite 20 members of our community or top Genshin streamers.
Now, Elon Musk did respond. He said, can't wait to be in Genshin Impact. With a cry laugh face. Get fucked.
Hey,
Now,
everybody.
here's what happened.
Go unfollow Genshin Impact.
Well, here's what happened. Everybody did. Everybody
Naturally.
was getting mad. They were like, listen, this first anniversary event has been shitty to begin with.
Yeah, you suck.
And now you want to give magical presents to fucking this guy, the garbage man? The garbage man who wants to subjugate the moon? Mm-hmm. No, absolutely not. So people got really pissed. Genshin Impact has since removed these tweets. They haven't said anything about it because that's the way Genshin Impact rolls. MiHoYo fucks up, and then they remove the fuck up and they never say a word about it. Which in a way, great, at least they remove their fuck ups. But also, y'all are weird and shady and we know it. And this was a real weird thing.
So, is this going to be the thing that gets you to stop playing Genshin Impact? Because it's associated with Elon Musk now in your brain.
I'll tell you this, I didn't do my dailies yesterday after this happened.
Because this would be tough for me on a game that I loved. Of having to have an association in my brain with Elon Musk.
I mean, it
of all
was
people.
so weird. And it's, of course, the tech CEO of MiHoYo has a fucking hard-on for Elon Musk because it's one rich guy looking at another rich guy. And, man, nothing turns rich guys on more than other rich guys.
But, like, what thing would players have to benefit from him inviting Elon Musk to the headquarters?
Nothing!
Hey, everybody, if you give me 5 million followers, I'll hang out with Elon Musk.
If you
I'll go hang out with another rich guy.
If you give us 5 million followers, we'll go and get donuts for us.
You know what? Here's what I'll say.
Our donation goal is broken again, isn't it?
It's just, it looks silly. Yeah, no, you broke it worse.
Oh yeah,
That's
I broke
right.
it.
It doesn't work at all now.
That's right. It barely worked before.
Yeah, it looked silly before. It worked. It just looked silly, and
Yeah.
then you broke it.
Streamlabs, get at me.
Yeah. If we have 5 million followers, we'll get donut tattoos.
If I get 5 million followers,
Right?
If we get 5 million,
Yeah,
sure.
We'll go get donut tattoos.
If 5 million people follow Pixel Circus, sure, I'll get a donut tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first tattoo will be a donut. Sure. I had other plans, but it doesn't matter
It's okay.
because we're gonna hit that 5 mil. So
And you know what? If we get 5 million followers, we'll never hang out with Elon Musk. We promise.
if we get 5 followers, I'll never hang out with Elon Musk. Oh, we nailed it!
Hey,
we
hey.
nailed the goal.
Hey, everybody. If we get 69 supporters on Patreon, I'll tweet at Elon Musk and be like, you suck.
Got him. That'll get him.
I'll tweet you suck at Elon
Fucking
Musk.
get him.
I'll fucking do it.
Now, I'm not saying this is a response because once again, there are no mistakes in bossing, say, right? Genshin Impact never tweeted about Elon Musk. Genshin Impact always cared about the community. And of course, 6 hours ago, Genshin Impact announced an Impact streamer recruitment event. So as you live stream Genshin Impact, they are going to pick specific streamers from the community to be Genshin Impact representatives. How novel. How novel. Who could have suggested it?
You and Elon Musk
You and Elon Musk will have to sit in a room together and make polite conversation.
can officially represent a Vigi game.
You want to talk about a
Breath of the Waifu.
You want to talk about a Sartre play that would be like my actual fucking hell? Sit in a room with Elon Musk and make polite conversation.
I couldn't do it. I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't do it. Look, I've sat in a room with a lot of shitty people and made a polite conversation because we live in Los Angeles and are in the entertainment industry. We've both done that a lot.
I've done it professionally.
Yeah. That's been both of our jobs.
Yeah.
Is to make polite conversation with a piece of shit.
Sometimes it happens.
But sitting across from Elon Musk, I think I couldn't help but just be like, fuck off. Hey.
Just don't. What if don't? Don't. No, I don't want to look at Rick and Morty memes. Put your phone away.
I'm going to not say all of the mean things.
Yeah. So Genshin Impact didn't do the greatest thing. The 2.2 update, I haven't even tried it because of this.
Because it's musked.
Because they musked it. It's
They
got the
musked
musk all over it. Smells like musk.
No, they musked it. I think we should start using that as a verb.
They musked it. I might get back into it. I love it so much. They're such a weird company.
New game. Play new game.
Maybe I'll okay.
Maybe
But I
play
just
a
but
new
I just
game.
but I just put a little bit more money into the battle pass for this time around.
Oh, how much?
25. No, the battle pass was 10. Battle
Okay,
pass
then
was 10.
fuck it.
I didn't get the good battle pass this
Yeah,
time.
fuck it.
Yeah, I might just bounce.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
More it's time it
Thanks,
is time to
everybody.
get back into Animal Crossing, but
It's time to get back into Animal Crossing. That's the thing.
I gotta do
we'll
some-
play Animal Crossing every day, and we'll hang out at the cafe. We'll go to work, Anthony.
we'll go I have never heard you so excited to say we'll go to work.
I know.
Yeah, I do have to dive back in and make amends with my Islanders before November 5th.
Uh-huh.
It's got to be in a good
I know.
place.
I haven't turned on my Switch since I moved.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
I'm busy.
I'm not surprised. Puzzle Bobble had to beg you.
That's not correct.
Puzzle Bobble had to
hit
beg
me
you to
up.
come back to the world. Puzzle Bobble was like, if we Saige, please come back to games. If we send you this controller, will you please come back to
He
games?
said, will you plug in your PS5?
Will you plug it in?
I play games. I just play on PC.
Bub and Bob
I
miss
just play
you.
on PC. And Bub and Bob did miss me.
They did miss you.
And goddamn, Bub and Bob in 3D is real cute.
It's real cute.
It's really cute.
Additional things that are going on while we're talking about capitalists and capitalism.
Oh, wee.
Do you want a PS5 for the holidays?
Do you?
Some people do. Do you want one? Well, Sony has heard you, and they know that there's a shortage, and they know that there are scalpers, and they're trying to do what they can do. They can't, with the supply chain the way it is, they can't make more PS5s. They're making them as quickly as they can. What they did do was register for an opportunity to purchase a PS5 console from PlayStation this holiday season. So this is a raffle.
It's not a raffle because you're not going to get one for free.
No,
it's a lottery.
It's a lottery. Thank you. It's a randomized lottery. I mean, maybe they're doing registrations in order.
It's exactly what Newegg does. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, this is sort of. I mean, look. This might be the best way to do it right now.
I mean, it's something. I'd certainly rather them do something than nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean,
can't disagree with that.
I think as long as, because here's the deal. I'm sure a lot of these hardware manufacturers are looking at the terrible raffle systems that retailers are doing.
Yep.
You know, people have been screaming at like Walmart and Best Buy about how horrible their pre-order systems are. And how scalpers are still getting these things. They're instituting no security measures. And that actually, even though we know it's the retailers, it does cause negative sentiment
around the
PS5 because your brain sort of connects them. Even if it doesn't consciously do it, you're associating the PS5 with these negative, and Sony doesn't want it anymore. So this might be the best way to do it, assuming they don't fuck it.
It's just a little late. I just can't imagine why they didn't do this sooner.
Yeah.
Like, feels weird, doesn't it?
Well, I feel like the games industry and the console makers especially have such a long-standing pre-order relationship with retailers to where it's like if they ran a pre-order or lottery system initially, a lot of their retail partners might like take it as a slight.
Yeah.
And that could be bad for business in the long run for them. So I can see why they didn't do it. You know? I mean, people forget the biggest gaming event in the world is not E3. It's not Gamescom. It's the GameSpot Managers Conference.
Wow.
Like, that's the largest games conference. So you don't want to piss off your retail partners. You want to say, go ahead, handle it.
Good
luck.
But
they didn't.
But they didn't, and now it's time for Daddy Sony to step in and be like, okay, kids.
All right,
we got to show them how to get PS5s.
John Codera is gonna have to get his hands dirty and do this himself, I guess, and that's fine. That's fine.
In other business news,
we are a business show. We're dressed for it.
Of course, I don't have my business hat on, but I obviously passed the bar in the state of Virginia.
Yeah, that's lawyer clothes.
There, now I'm ready.
Nah, that's business. And I, of course, have my street MBA. Fuck around and find out. Did your battery go dead?
My battery went dead.
Oh, no.
Just now.
Did you lose your connection to the Force? Did you leave your Kyber out in the new moon? You got to leave your Kyber crystal out in the new moon to recharge. You didn't do it, did you? Let's just talk about business.
All right. So we talked a while back about how Paizo, the publisher of Pathfinder and Starfinder, were in some hot water for rampant mistreatment of employees.
Whoops.
Obviously, we've seen a lot of this in the games industry. It's been circulating, and it's not that it's something new that is happening. It is something that people are being empowered to speak out against. And people are understanding that there is a platform for them to share their stories and be heard.
Look.
Which is excellent. We love people being able to finally be heard.
We've got Kellogg's on strike.
Yeah, we've got Kellogg's. We've got
John Deere on strike.
Just went on strike. What's the
Oreo?
We've
Nabisco.
Nabisco.
We've got on Monday, IATSE, the AITSE, the television workers union. They're going on strike.
Yep.
We're over this shit.
Kaiser Permanente.
Yeah,
Kaiser going on strike is scary.
That's scary because they are my medical provider.
Treat your employees well.
But
so
here's the thing.
Strike.
Here's the thing. I don't want them working horrible hours and getting sick.
Of course not.
And I'm currently not sick. So hopefully that true throughout.
Hopefully, the company negotiates quickly to take care of their workers. That's all. So, in response to all of this, the workers at Paizo are trying to unionize, baby.
Ooh, baby.
Now, there aren't unions within the tabletop industry currently.
No.
There are things that come in within tabletop content. There are a few unions that can kind of hit different areas of that. But there's nothing for all of these workers that make the games that you play, which is really interesting.
The games industry is, by design, woefully weak when it comes to workers' rights across the board. So Paizo doing this would be a huge first move for the entire gaming industry.
It would be very, very massive. So Paizo employees have formed a union, United Paizo Workers. It was created with the help of the Communication Workers of America, which has worked with the last few years to organize the labor and video games industry. So,
Communication Workers of America also, I believe, were helping when Vox tried to unionize in games journalism, because there is no games journalism union, but now there is one. I believe they also helped Kickstarter when the Kickstarter employees were trying to unionize.
So this isn't a generalized tabletop union. This is specifically a Paizo Workers union. But if Paizo's going to unionize...
I mean, it's setting a precedent, right?
What does that mean for Wizards of the Coast? Right?
What does that mean for every board game, tabletop company, every gaming company, any company that makes toys or games could get on this, especially if they do this in a comprehensive way that represents not just the creative employees who are writing Pathfinder, doing the art, all that stuff, but also like people who work on the line who are like making manufacturing books, manufacturing minis. Like what does this mean? They are one of the largest tabletop publishers in the world. They make 10 hardcover books annually, which is nothing to sneeze at. They run some of the most successful campaigns in tabletop history with players in more than 36 countries. But they are underpaying people for their labor. They are requiring them to live in some of the most expensive cities in the United States. This is the statement from the Paizo workers. We are required to live in some of the most expensive cities in the United States, and we are subjugated to untenable crunch conditions on a regular basis. That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah. They said, in addition to that, Jessica Price came under fire, who is one of the high-ups there, who allegedly had unfair hiring and disciplinary practices, unclean working conditions, sexual harassment, and verbal abuse while at the company. Her accusations and those of former employees were cited in the workers' decisions to unionize. Though efforts to unionize and organize by the Paizo workforce had already been underway for some time, the sudden departures of several long-standing employees in September, the allegations we spoke about recently, and the subsequent allegations of managerial impropriety by former Paizo employees threw into the stark relief and imbalance of the employer and employee relationship.
This is huge. Best of luck to everybody at Paizo. I hope this goes through.
Yeah.
I would love to see this. This is a huge deal for the industry. Speaking as people who are connected to the gaming industry, we are pulling for you. We want this to happen for you. Everybody fucking tweet at Paizo and let them know that their workers should be allowed to unionize and their workers deserve representation within the workplace.
Exactly. And, you see things like the strikes happening right now. These are important times. Your wallet is the control that you have right now in supporting companies that are supporting unions and paying their workers fairly and treating their workers fairly. So remember that.
Yeah, if you're a Pathfinder player, now might be a great time to explore some other systems. There are a bunch of lovely systems out there to play.
And then hopefully come back to Pathfinder once all their employees are unionized and paid fairly.
Yep. More big money moves. We talked on Monday about how EA was thinking about dropping the name FIFA from their soccer games,
which is a huge deal.
Well, they saw eFootball and they said there's no point in making a game anymore.
eFootball 2022, of course, we talked about, the most hated game on Steam our favorite game on
It's our
Steam.
favorite game. Look, with eFootball out there, nobody needs anything else. People were speculating as to why EA might be thinking about dropping the license, and it was a weird statement for them to make publicly.
Yeah, they're just like, we're thinking about it. I'm like, why are you telling us?
Well, and usually when somebody says something like that, it's because they're trying to push negotiations at a table.
Mm-hmm.
We thought maybe they were going to drop it because FIFA, the organization, is a fucking mess.
Right.
FIFA is under fire for
Oh my
so
God.
many things.
Ugh.
Embezzlement, human rights violations. FIFA is not doing well.
Yeah.
But, that turns out that wasn't it at all. It turns out that what it is was something a little more mundane. The lease is up on the license, and FIFA wants double the license fee. This was a long-term license. EA's had it for, I believe 15, 20 years was the last time they signed it. They haven't re-upped it in a while. It's been a long time. And in that time, football, which is life,
Yes.
has gotten so much more popular in places it wasn't popular before.
Right.
Particularly here in the States, which the United States is one of the biggest markets for video game sales, and FIFA, it just keeps going up and up in sales. And FIFA knows this.
Yeah.
And they embezzle a lot of money, so they know how much money is.
Right.
And
They're like, oh, game recognized game. You got a lot of money in
you
there.
got a lot of money. Why don't you give us some of that money? And EA goes, well, maybe we just don't FIFA anymore.
Maybe we don't FIFA. Maybe we FIFA.
Maybe we State Farm Football presents State Farm Football 2022, starring Jake from
so
State
instead
Farm.
of giving someone money, someone gives us money. For
Yeah.
football.
It's like how they took every arena in the United States and then turned it into a brand.
Exactly.
Like
right.
how we have the Staples Center now.
Petco Park.
Petco Park.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
So,
Sometimes I like, because you say like Staples Center so often, right? Like, do you forget that that's a brand when you say Staples Center?
I think yes. I think they, these companies thought that by sponsoring these arenas, people would be like, oh yeah, Staples. But instead I've just dissociated Staples.
Yeah, 100%. Staples is an arena.
No, it means nothing. It's the name of an arena. I haven't been to a Staples in, I don't know.
Other than to probably like pull over on a road trip and use their bathroom, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, they tend to have pretty clean bathrooms.
It's like, I don't know, there's a Staples up here.
Earlier this month, EA did register trademarks for the phrase EA Sports FC, EA Sports Football Club. Listen, I don't care.
No.
I don't care.
No.
I don't care how you're peddling your weird facial animations and your micropayments.
However, I will say, we are not FIFA players.
We're not FIFA players.
But
I
I'd love
do
to
get
know.
mistaken for Cristiano Ronaldo on the street, but I am not a FIFA player.
I would love to know, for those in the live studio audience or watching later on YouTube, do you play FIFA? If you do, does the name change affect you? Do you have a feeling about it?
Yeah, we have Europes here, don't we? We've had Europes here. Europes, are you here? How do you feel about this?
A lot of people being like, I don't play.
Nobody plays.
Played though.
There's
got to be someone here who plays FIFA.
Somebody has to play FIFA.
Somebody has to play FIFA.
It's the biggest selling game EA has.
What, do we not have one? Okay, I play FIFA. I like it. There we go. Hi,
Great.
my name is Ro in the live studio audience. You feel good about the name change?
Would you care if they changed it? FIFA FC is fine, but it wouldn't be FIFA.
Okay.
It would be EA. It would be EA Sports FC.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who cares?
All right.
It's just a name.
It's just a name and it's fine.
Here's a follow-up on something that we were speculating on that I thought was very interesting.
No, I don't like this one.
No, this is cool. This is cool because
yeah.
we talked about this.
Past tense. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You remember when Paradox Interactive, the publisher of Vampire the Masquerade
And
Werewolf, Paradox had to take Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, a very long-awaited sequel to a cult classic game. They had to take it away from Hardsuit Labs because it's just, where was the game? They were apparently screwing up, and we said at the time, I remember we looked at each other and I was like, are they going to cancel this game? They're going to cancel this game.
We made our predictions. You said you thought they were going to cancel the game. I stood by. I don't think they will cancel it. I think it's going to be a while, but I didn't think they were going to cancel it.
And I was like, man, they've thrown so much money at it over almost a decade now. And I was like, I wonder if they just close up shop.
I have too many friends at like White Wolf that know how important this game is.
Yeah.
For me to believe that they would cancel it.
Yeah. And I mean, especially after somebody's mentioning, it's Mike, Goochman Twitch in the live studio audience is mentioning like, dude, that trailer, after waiting for so long, that trailer that they released, it looked like Dead Island. Like the character animations and everything, like it looked like Dead Island.
Not a new Dead Island.
Like the original Dead Island. Like it had that 2006 about it. You know what I mean?
2006 about it. But.
And I remember a friend of mine who was a developer on the game, on the sort of creative content side. I did, every time one of my friends has a trailer that releases, I'm like, congrats, like, hey, here's what I liked about it. And she wrote me back. She's like, that's very sweet of you. The game looks like an Xbox 360 game, and it shouldn't, and it's not going to. And unfortunately, that's what we had to release. And I was like, dude, this game's not going to come. However, in a new interview with the CEO of Paradox, they did say, oh, we thought about it.
Of course.
We definitely thought about it. We thought about all these things that you're bringing up. We thought about the money. We thought about how it was looking. We thought about the time that was put into it. Frederick Wester, who's the CEO, said like, hey, we thought long and hard about it. We nearly did it. But we're not going to do it. We believe in this game. We're bringing it out.
Well, and in addition to that, he also said, we were prepared to stop production completely, but we received a pitch that was persuasive enough for us to continue with. We have high hopes for this to be a good game that meets our players' desires.
Now, they're not saying who that pitch came from.
Nope.
They're not saying anything about developers, who's taking over the project, who's going to finish it, listen, this exciting new pitch could have been from a big developer who said, we're going to scrap it, we're going to start from scratch, we can do it in 2 years. We don't know. Or it could be from a smaller developer that's like, we know how to fix this, this is what we do. We have no idea.
All we know is it was a good enough pitch for them to resume the game, and somebody came along and saved Bloodlines, which is very exciting.
We love this. We love this. I'm very excited. Oh
no. Business is hard.
Business is hard.
I'm gonna cover business news.
This is.
We get good news after, I promise. We'll get into some fun
we're
stuff.
gonna get into some really good stuff. There's just been a lot of fiddly industry news, and I really dislike this one for a number of reasons. I got a lot of feels on this. ResetEra, the gaming forum, has cashed out, sold to Moba Network for $4.5 million. ResetEra was, of course, the message board that was created, in the fucking ashes of NeoGAF, which it turned out the heads of NeoGAF were accused of some really terrible impropriety and some sexual misconduct. There was no proof, but the mods seemed to think it was proof enough, and the community agreed, and so everybody upped and moved to ResetEra. And the idea was, we're going to make... Listen, NeoGAF was a trash fire anyway, even before this. Yeah. We're going to build a new place for video games people. This is going to be out of the ashes of NeoGAF will grow a beautiful phoenix that will be less toxic and more inclusive. ResetEra. Now, did they succeed? Depends on who you ask, and depends on the week, and depends on the day.
I would say no.
I would also say no, probably not. However, people did flock to ResetEra.
Of course.
It is a large community, and a lot of people have made big announcements there. Jeff Keighley often uses ResetEra to announce things. There are people that believe that there needs to be a central sort of community like ResetEra for people who play games. Now, here's what I don't like about this sale.
Tell me about it.
ResetEra is owned by one person entirely.
Wow.
ResetEra sold for $4.5 million.
Much money.
That's a lot of money for one person. ResetEra also apparently has been bringing in $700,000 in revenue per year.
Damn.
To one person. And the reason why I keep saying to one person is ResetEra mods are unpaid. ResetEra community staff are unpaid. They have always been unpaid. These are the sort of people that do it for the love of being a representative of this thing.
Yeah, were they bringing in $700,000 in revenue or profit? Out of curiosity.
$700,000.
Either way, it's much.
Either way, it's a lot for one person because one person is getting paid. $700,000 in revenue.
Okay, but still, because most of that's going to be profit. You take out taxes, and then like basic operating costs.
Yeah, this person is
You
still
certainly have enough to pay your team.
Hey, the dude who owns ResetEra, he's doing all right. He's doing way better than
what level of trash it is. That's all.
Yeah, he's doing way better than the mods in the community are for sure. So 4.5 million. That's also, my Goochman Twitch in the live studio audience, Mike brings up, that's not a lot for a huge forum sale, but it's a lot for one person.
Yes.
It is a lot for one person. And there might be some engineering staff or whatever, but that's still a lot. And this person is definitely paying themselves the most. Now, and they did say, so Cerium is the name of the user that owns ResetEra.
Split the sale price with your mods.
Said, oh, well, the existing tech team, we're going to be figuring out our own arrangements with Moba. So like maybe the ResetEra tech team will become Moba Network employees.
Okay.
He's like, but volunteer moderators and community members will still not be compensated. Now, here's the thing about Moba Network. Moba Network owns a bunch of community forums like this. This is a company that buys up community sites,
Yes.
adds them to their ad platform, and then adds that to their revenue. So they really they're like, look, ResetEra runs lean. They have something like 55,000 users and 45 million forum posts.
Yeah.
That is a huge community that we are now going to advertise to. The advertising will, of course, become more aggressive.
Yeah.
On ResetEra. You will see more ads.
And they claim an 80% profit.
They think it's an 80% profit.
Jesus.
They think it's 80% profit. Now, they say, Cerium says, the staff will retain total independence when it comes to moderation and the day-to-day management of the site. That independence will be held as absolutely sacred in the same way that editorial independence is treated at journalistic publications. We will see. This is a statement that everybody makes when they get bought by another company.
Right.
If you've ever been part of a company that got acquired by another company, 2 years. You have 2 years to run everything the way that you run everything.
Max.
And then things change.
Yes.
And then things change. Now, Cerium also lets everybody know, don't worry about your user data. The Moba Network is not in the user data business and never will be. They are not going to sell your data. Nothing is going to change about how your data is handled and protected. Once again, that statement is coming from Cerium and not Moba Network, right? Because it's easier to have Cerium make that statement on his way out.
Right. Yeah, it's all going to be the same. Don't worry about it. Good luck.
Good luck. And then they can be like, we didn't say that.
We didn't say that.
We didn't say that.
He said it was going to be the same.
And listen.
He doesn't even work here anymore.
And we're not saying it's not true. We do respect your data. We only use your data only when we really have to. Really have to buy things. Blink, blink, blink. So we'll see. Look, I feel the same way about ResetEra getting sold as I did about NeoGAF getting shut down, which is like, I don't know. To me, it's like if you grew up in the city of Columbus and they're pulling down the Columbus statue, you're probably like, oh, weird. I grew up with that statue. That's kind of weird that statue won't be there anymore.
But it's for the best.
For the best. When NeoGAF shut down, I was like, you got it.
Yep.
Good. You right.
You right.
And I haven't been paying much attention to ResetEra, but I mean, like, when I do, it seems to be a little rough over there. So who knows? Who knows whether this is good or bad or whatever.
Let's good news.
Good news.
Good news. Let's do a wholesome good news. A real simple.
Here we go. Bunch
news.
of good news.
I've got it. Jamie Lee Curtis, everybody. Jamie Lee Curtis is usually good news. Jamie Lee Curtis attended the Halloween Kills premiere dressed up as her mom's character from Psycho. Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, is the daughter of Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh,
thank you. From Psycho.
She's now the Halloween Kills premiere. Everybody was invited to come in costume. And I love that she came dressed as her mother with a bloody shower curtain. The rest of the staff came dressed up as well.
Yeah. Look at all these cute costumes. I love it.
Yeah, it's very good. And there's something, man, how wild is it? It's wild to think that, like, not only are you one of the most famous people, like, in the world to multiple generations.
Yes.
But your mother was too, to the point where you
that
can.
Makes perfect sense.
That makes, but to the point
exactly
where you can dress up.
Yeah,
as your mother, and people immediately get it.
Yeah, and a lot
That's
of people
so
will look at you
wild.
and go, "Oh my god, I didn't realize that was your mom."
Yeah,
I'm sure they did when she was coming up, and I'm sure it got her in a lot of rooms. Jamie Lee Curtis is outrageously talented, so that's great. But
I just think that's so fun. It's so fun.
It was very cute. I love this, and God, she looks fabulous.
Doesn't she?
Can we just take another moment? Damn, she looks so good.
She went to back before.
What a look.
Back before we hated Blizzard.
She
went with her son to BlizzCon in full makeup. Do you remember this? Because he was such a Warcraft fan.
Yeah.
Such a WoW fan, and she wanted to take him to the convention. And so she was like, "Yeah, I'll take you." And she went in full makeup so she could walk around the con all day.
I have a small Jamie Lee Curtis story. I went to see Weird Al at, I want to say it was the Orange County Fairgrounds, and Jamie Lee Curtis was sitting in the row behind us with her son, singing along to every song. I remember being at the concert and being like, "It's Jamie Lee Curtis," and to me that was Freaky Friday.
She has shown up on gaming YouTube channels with her son because her son is fans of those channels.
That's awesome.
And she knows that if she calls up and she goes, "I'll be on your YouTube channel if you let my son meet you." But that's so cool.
How do we get Jamie Lee Curtis's son to like?
That's so cool.
Hey, Jamie Lee Curtis's son. We're a gaming channel.
We're a gaming channel. We have 5 million followers, or we will very soon.
And we will never befriend Elon Musk. Promise.
We like costumes. You like costumes. Could be a costume Friday. I like Judy Greer dressed as Annie Hall.
Yeah, that's great.
That's very cute.
So
Here,
good.
hold on.
I already showed it.
Yeah, there it is. Judy Greer dressed as Annie Hall.
I love it.
So good. Have fun. Have fun at a movie premiere. Why not? Why not? Speaking of movies, a couple of Batman things came out.
Oh
Saige.
yeah, a couple of Batman things did come out. Of course, we are in the kind of runway heading towards the Batman,
and also the DC Fandom.
Yes.
DC Fandom is, I believe, next month, but they are having reveals leading up to the Fandom.
Oh, it's sooner than that.
Oh wow!
DC
Fandom is this weekend. Dang.
Time.
Wow.
How does time work?
I went to sleep, and I woke up, and it was DC Fandom. Wow.
And
you there, boy? What day is it? Why, today, sir. Today is DC Fandom.
We're talking about the Batman.
Then I haven't missed it. I'm not too late.
No, of course. Come with me right this way.
Good. So, Fandom is coming. Matt Reeves shared this shot from the Batman trailer. It looked like a Batman.
I mean, it's a Batman.
That's a Batman.
That's a Batman if I've ever seen a Batman.
Now, there is something that I want to point out about this particular shot.
Mm-hmm.
Every Batman director has their look for Batman and has their look for the world of Batman.
Right.
You know, Tim Burton was very goth, Art Deco, Baroque, theatrical. You know, it wasn't meant to be real. Joel Schumacher, just living neon legend comic book.
It was a comic book.
Madness.
It was a live action comic book. It was colorful.
It was camp. It was beautiful. Chris Nolan. Christopher, build me a gimbal that I may walk upon it, Nolan.
Dark blues.
All dark blues, heavily realistic, gritty. Wanted to ground Batman in the real world. And then Snacky Z, a lot of blue, a lot of black, a lot of brown, a lot of dark. This is very bright and colorful.
Here,
I mean, it's a sunrise or a sunset scene. We're not sure. But this is more color. This is like an amber. It's warm tones. I'm interested. I'm interested in what the look of this is going to be.
I will say everything we've seen so far has had warm tones in it. We've seen a lot of reds, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of it having its own thing, you know, having its own look to it.
The Batman Twitter account also tweeted this. I don't know. Did we get sound working or nah? No. Maybe I can turn it up. Because
pick it up on the microphone? Is it worth it?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe. Let's see what happens.
It can't be.
Let's see what happens. Because it's only 6 seconds, but this is the first clip we have of Robert Pattinson
doing his Batman
doing
voice.
his Batman voice.
Yeah.
So let's give it a shot.
Okay, Anthony. Ah! Jesus fucking.
Okay.
Yeah, it picked up. It picked up on the mic.
It's not just a signal. It's a warning. I mean, it seems to be
Everything's
very
off center.
It seems to be borrowing heavily from Bale.
Borrowed from Bale.
It's a Bale and a borrow is what they say in the olden days. But that's an interesting. I don't know. It's just Robert Pattinson doing his Batman gravelly voice.
Yeah, it's just like any guy being like when you tell a guy to do a Batman voice.
Yeah, can you do Batman? Well, you have to do this because nobody can sound like the beautiful dulcet tones of Kevin Conroy, the one true Batman.
I will say this is also red.
Yeah, very
red.
red.
Red's the color for this Batman, clearly.
Well, it's interesting. Yeah, and I mean, look, makes a lot of sense. We're doing the Riddler as like a Zodiac type serial killer.
Fascinating.
Right?
I'm so into this.
Reds and greens, but also like probably a lot of blood. We got a lot of victims.
Yeah, I could see this being definitely a little more like graphic. I've had an interesting journey with Batman. Batman was my favorite growing up. Batman was my fucking jam. And Batman was cartoony and colorful when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then when I was my angstiest of teenager, Batman was dark and gritty and I loved it at the time. The Dark Knight was my favorite movie for so many years. And as an adult now that's grown out of so much of that angst, I look back at The Dark Knight and it just doesn't hit the same for me anymore.
It doesn't hit the same. It's still very good.
It's a very good movie, but it's not something where I'm like, I want to sit down and I want to watch a superhero film that I ever put on.
No, I mean, you know, my go-to is Batman Returns.
Yeah.
I think Batman Returns is the best live-action Batman. I think the best Batman.
I think it's excellent.
I think the best Batman movie of all time is Mask of the Phantasm, the animated movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's wonderful, but you know.
But I definitely agree. Like Batman Returns is something I would much rather put on now. I would rather watch a comic book movie.
And I think that you know these directors, they have their own style, but it's also very reflective. You know, Batman is such an enduring character. We're talking about the 1930s. Batman changes with the times and the era. You know, honestly, when Christopher Nolan started his trilogy, like this weird protectionist, like security Batman was like a militaristic Batman.
Yeah.
Like it didn't resonate with me, but I understood why it resonated with so many people at the time.
Yeah.
this like heavily militarized Batman. Like, you remember, was it dark? Was it the last one that starts with like Batman literally going to the Middle East and like stopping like a fucking war thing, like a war crime?
And
it was
like,
so weird.
I didn't have the understanding of politics at the time. I was a teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, what year did the first
No,
Dark Knight come out?
but you understood like Heath Ledger was crushing it.
Right.
You understood that.
That was
You
2008.
Yeah.
In 2008, I was 13. Mm-hmm. So, like, I was like, fuck yeah, Batman. He looked cool.
He looks so cool. He do so many punch.
Do cool stuff. I loved it at the time. And now it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's radicalized anarcho-communism, but like, I just sit down and I'm just like, oh, that's not my guy anymore.
No, we have a lot of questions for Batman. We just want to talk. Like, we have a lot of questions for Batman's choices and his decisions in his life. And why he is choosing to protect Gotham in the way that he is doing it. I mean, there's no way around it. Like Batman's a villain.
He's a bit of a villain.
He's a bit of a villain. You know,
especially when you tell him in a dark and gritty way.
Yeah,
where he feels that powerful. You know. And everyone, you can say like, oh, Batman's superpower is that he's rich. Yeah, and I was always like, he doesn't have to have superpowers.
Yeah.
It was always okay. It still is okay with me for a hero not to have superpowers and just to be cool.
Of course.
But yeah, his a little bit right-wing justice.
His superpower really is that he's rich and above the law.
And his money and everything just kind of isn't it?
Yeah, it's like it's really strange.
Hey, Natterrock.
Hey, Natterrock,
you do keep crossing lines in my chat, and this is the absolute time that I tell you to piss off because you don't know what you're talking about.
Also, Natterrock,
this is the time it has arrived for you.
Yeah, on your way out, know that we didn't fucking mention communism.
I mean,
you mentioned it as like your personal thing, but like
anarcho-communism, but also no one has successfully achieved communism.
Nobody's saying
that fucking book.
Nobody's saying that we want a communist government. We are literally
actual communism.
We are literally saying Batman is weird. Fuck off.
No one has actually achieved communism.
There's nothing wrong with saying Batman is weird.
Not even socialism.
So the idea of this, like, I want to know what this Robert Pattinson thing is about. I want to know what Matt Reeves' take is going to be about, because Batman is inherently problematic. If we're talking about Batman up against he's up against a serial killer. Mm-hmm. I think that's interesting because that immediately lets us know that we are depowering Batman.
Yeah.
And we just said Batman doesn't have superpowers, but you know what I mean. We are depowering him. Mm-hmm. We are taking away the infinite resources. We are taking away the fact that he can be everywhere. He can see everything.
Yeah.
We are turning him into a dude. We know that this is set during his second year as Batman. Mm-hmm. Which I think is kind of lovely because Matt Reeves said he would never want to touch year one, which I think is fun as a comic book fan. And I don't think it was something he needed to worry about, honestly, because Frank Miller hasn't aged very well either. But I love the idea of Batman being, I am a detective, I have some resources, I am not super great with this, and how am I going to do this? How am I going to correct this problem that I see in Gotham, right? Flannel Fries has a great point too in the live studio audience, saying it's also a different time. We're humanizing him because that's our understanding of the landscape, and I think that's true. I think it's time to figure out. We need to have better reasons given to us for why Batman does things the way he does.
Yes,
that's what we need. That's what we need. We need to understand why Batman doesn't feel like I have $1 billion and I know that with $1 billion, I can fund a lot of public things. I can control the course of government. I can do a lot of stuff with my money. Mm-hmm. I would like to punch a man in the kidney and put him in the hospital. Yeah. No. Go to therapy once, Bruce.
Yeah. Oh, man. A Batman that's been to therapy? Now that's the Batman I'm looking for.
Zealous in the live studio audience goes, I think it's because his parents died.
Yeah. Oh,
well, what was his mother wearing when she died? Did she have any accessories on?
Oh, Was it a bracelet? Was
Did
it
she have
earrings?
something
Fuck,
on
was it
that I could associate with that
And then
moment?
we could watch in slow motion.
Could I watch it in slow motion 18 times over and over again?
A scarf.
People are bringing
Glasses.
Prince Adam 76. I don't think that's it.
No.
That's wrong. I love that people are mentioning in the audience Gotham Knights is doing Court of Owls, which I really like. God, Court of Owls.
I love the Court of Owls. We're so hyped for the Court of Owls.
If we're not doing Court of Owls in a movie, I love that we're doing Court of Owls in a game because I just love the story of the Court of Owls. Which also does a lot to kind of explain some of the stuff we're asking questions about. What is the deal with what are Batman's reasons? Why is he caught up in this? Why is Gotham the way it is? And the Court of Owls understands like a lot of that stuff. It explains it in a very Scott Snyder way, which may not be a sort of Batman that you enjoy.
No.
Scott Snyder can get real weird, but I love it. I love the idea of this. It's
9:46 a.m.
It's 9:46 a.m.
It's 9:46 a.m. Let's end on one last piece of information. Let's talk about Tom Holland.
Okay, let's talk about Tom Holland.
We got to talk about Tom Holland. Tom Holland did an interview speaking about Spider-Man No Way Home. We're all very excited for No Way Home. We cannot wait.
Yep.
And he said something that technically we all knew. It's the end of the Spider-Man trilogy. Yeah, it's the third movie. That ends the trilogy.
Wait! It's a third movie in a trilogy and the trilogy's over?
Can you believe it? I know.
No!
We all expected that. He did say we're treating No Way Home as the end of a franchise, let's say. I think if we were lucky enough to dive into these characters again, you'd be seeing a different version. It would no longer be the Homecoming trilogy. We would give it some time and try to build something different and tonally change the films. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But we're definitely treating it like it's coming to an end, and it felt like it. This made a lot of news. It was trending on Twitter.
I think it's making a lot of news. Look, it's obvious the third movie is the end of the trilogy.
They had to beg to get that third movie.
Tom Holland was like calling CEOs of companies drunk.
Being like, can we
please
just do the movie?
Let us finish it. Figure this out for the people. But I think the reason this is trending is because it is sparking a lot of speculation.
Right.
Because what's going to come next? Sony has like 15 Spider-Man related things happening. Something happened at the end of a movie recently. What is going on with the Spider-Man?
Right. Is it a new Spider-Man? Obviously, there's been a lot of speculation and hope for Miles Morales. If there's going to be another Spider-Man, I deeply hope that it is not Peter Parker. I hope we do not get another Peter Parker right now. If we're going to continue another Spider-Man story, I would love for it to be Miles Morales.
Holland was so good.
Holland was it, and we need to give that time to have been the Spider-Man. I mean, personally, Tom Holland is my favorite live-action Spider-Man.
Yeah,
by leaps and bounds.
Oh, same.
So, give us a little bit of time.
Though
I'm down for Gwen, and
I have told you my Andrew Garfield theory, though.
I know.
I have told you he didn't get the best stuff. He could have been better.
I still think that Tom Holland was better casting for what I want from Spider-Man
100%.
than Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
So for this, so what you're saying is you don't want a new Spider-Man yet. If it's Peter Parker. Yeah. I think kind of similarly, I do want it to take a breath. I wonder what Sony is thinking, though. Sony, of course, as long as they keep making Spider-Man related movies, they own Spider-Man. If they let it, I think it's something like they have to let it go for 10 years or 15 years without a movie.
Yeah.
So they're doing Spider-Man related movies for the next couple years. We know that. When do you think they're going to try to reintroduce a Spider-Man? Because here's my thinking.
Do you mean a Peter Parker or you mean a Spider-Man?
A Spider-Man. And here's what's crazy. I don't know if Miles Morales falls under their original deal with Marvel.
Oh, that's interesting. Marvel might still own Miles Morales.
Because I think Miles came afterwards. So I think it's any characters that existed at the time that they inked that deal. So you've got the Sinister Six, obviously. You've got Peter, MJ, Gwen, Harry. You've got everybody up to about 1990, which means you also have, that's why you also have Venom. Now Carnage falls a little later, but maybe because he's Venom related. I'm not a lawyer, even though sometimes on this show we're lawyers.
Right. I mean, I'm the one who passed the bar in the state of Virginia. But.
Yeah. But here's what I think. This new Spider-Man is multiverse. Do we think?
Mm-hmm.
I think there are multiple. I mean, we do hear rumors. We have heard rumors that there are multiple Peter Parkers in this movie. Is there a new Peter Parker in this movie? Maybe they don't do a movie with him right away, but is there a new Peter Parker, a Sony Peter Parker in this movie?
I don't think so. My prediction is no. My prediction is no, because I don't think that people would take well to them, and I think that they're smart enough to know that. I think that when you put them in the same movie as beloved Tom Holland, it would taint people's opinion of it off the bat. It would make people come in ready to dislike someone because they're being directly compared to Tom Holland.
What if I'm making this film and I'm on the Sony side of it and I'm thinking about what works and how to do this? You have your classic Spider-Man characters that we know from the past movies. Maybe Garfield shows up, maybe Tobey Maguire shows up. Yeah. And then you get another Spider-Man who never takes his mask off. Maybe he doesn't even speak very much.
Maybe.
But he's there.
Maybe
he's there.
Maybe.
Because we know that Morbius, they did that production still of Morbius where he's walking by a mural that says Spider-Man is a murderer, but they didn't paint the MCU Spider-Man. They painted the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. So multiverse shit is happening.
My prediction for the next thing is an animated Spider-Gwen film.
Well, that's happening.
Is that in production?
That's happening. Spider-Verse 2 is happening, and I believe it is Spider-Gwen focused.
Okay. I didn't know. I knew Spider-Verse 2 was happening, but I guess I didn't know that it was Spider-Gwen focused.
Yeah, because I mean they're all going to be in it, but I think it's in Spider-Gwen's universe this time. Because you remember she calls to him at the end.
She does, yeah.
So I think they said that they really wanted to do something more with that character. And that Haley Stanfield, so hot right now.
Yeah, people are loving Haley
So
Stanfield
hot right
now. So we'll see. Very interesting. We like to make these predictions so that we can go back and be like, how wrong were we 6 months from now? You know? It's fun to find out. It's fun to see.
Fun.
Hey, everybody, it's almost 10 a.m. I've got some people coming to finish installing air conditioning in here because we're moving on up in the Pixel Circus studio.
This is now a climate-controlled shed.
It will be after this afternoon.
We do have more stuff to talk about, but with there being no time left,
I guess we'll talk about it on the Patreon.
You might have to just run to that Patreon, BBs.
You can get these clips for $5 a month. You get a bonus clip from It's Too Early every week, and I say there's pretty good shit. Last week, we went through the Hallmark holiday movie lineup. We went through all of the titles and predicted what we thought the movies would be about and then compared it. It was a really fun clip, so check it out if you haven't already.
Before we take off,
yeah,
let's say a special thank you to all the BBs that directly supported us during this stream. Obsidian Lies, thank you for the follow. Tom Biden with the bits. Made by Carl. Prince Adam 76, because I'm brand man. Shinnick 3, R Billy 04, Lord Osuki. Thank you all for the follows. Ronan Monkey, 13 months. You better be careful. 13 months. Thank you for the resubs. Bob Ross 321, thank you for the follow. Cordy Von Cupcake with that 7 months. Thank you, Cordy. Jacoby Bryant 26, Ogletron, Emily B 555, Will 9459. Thank you all for the follows. Kurt with the $25 tip, very generous of you. Cassidy Weaver with 100 bits saying, I love unions. We all love unions. Mega Gravy with the follow. Dougie Fresh with 100 bits. Flatlander 73 with 300 bits. V Squared 30 with that $20 tip. Some demo dollars for your consideration. Thank you very much. Beanie Barge with the follow. Muse, I did my best. Thank you for the $5 for donuts. Ronan Monkey with the $25 tip. And the resub, Ronan, stop it. How dare you? Oh, Barbosa with the follow. B-Vegs 22. Hi, my name is Ro with the gift sub. Thank you. You're trapped now, Geek Outs. You cannot leave. Foreshadowing Panda with the follow. Mighty Mindful with the resub. Thank you very much. Aldor 96 with the follow. Blue Pirate with the generous host as always. Nyan Warrior 94 with the follow. 54 Aqua Snakes with those bits. Flannel Fries with the resub for 12 months in a row, saying the news is always good when it comes from y'all, even when it's bad. You lit a fire in our hearts. Oh my God, put it to music. Get a room with us already. Johnny Bravo 2192, thank you for the follow. Captain Awesome, thank you for the resub for 10 months. Groovy Deadite, thank you for the host. Bailey, thank you for the follow. My God, so many generous BBs today. So many generous BBs today. And you know, we love when you directly support us. We call these out at the end of the show, but we know that some of you have already followed in the past. You've already subbed in the past. You've already donated. Thank you all again. We know that some of you have not done that. Mm-hmm. That's cool too. Thank you for coming and watching. We make a show so you'll watch it, and you did that. We hope you enjoyed it. It's why we're here. Also, we would love it if you would just like join the Discord and hang out with us. Maybe like share a link to the show when it goes live.
Shout out to Need More Loot for sharing a link to the show when it went live today.
Thank you, Need More Loot. We've been putting clips up on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. Resharing those is great. Please do follow the Pixel Circus everywhere. Folks.
Oh, and to Jay, Teapot and Anime.
Thank you.
Thank you for posting a clip of the show. We'll thank a BB that does it each show.
Yeah. We really appreciate it. We are two people in a fucking shed.
Yes, we are. In costumes every Friday.
And there ain't more to us than that. There ain't no Moba Networks coming in and buying us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We are two people in a shed, and there are more of us outside the shed that contribute to all the other different shows on this network.
Welcome, Mike, as community manager.
Hey! So every dime that you give, every sub, everything that you do to help us out directly helps those people. We are not, I think there's one legal form that says we are a company, but we lost it here in the shed. It's somewhere, and also I haven't seen my wallet in 3 days. So who knows what's going on? Everybody, we're just a couple people in a shed. Give us money. We need breakfast.
And hey, other ways that you can support us is following us when we are not here, when we are on other channels and things like that. So Anthony, where can they do that for you?
Oh boy, thank you so much for asking. I am everywhere on the internet at Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I am at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. I was going to stream some Genshin Impact the other day, and I was going to stream some today, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it.
Musky now.
It's musky now. It's got that musk on it. Mm-hmm. So I might go live with something else. Be sure to follow me there. And of course, because it is Friday, there is a new episode of my science comedy podcast, We Have Concerns. It's a show that I do with Jeff Kanata, and every week we present each other with brand new science news and just actually like,
and you definitely remember what it is this week,
and we talk it out. We improvise, we do comedy based on it, and we figure out why it makes us feel the way we feel. This week is all about, there are actual real fucking holograms in the world now.
Ooh,
like real ones.
Very exciting.
We can do, and I talk way too much about Rango for some reason during this episode. The animated film Rango.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But so check that out. wehaveconcerns.com.
Hi, Kaylee.
Please.
I love you.
Hi,
you can
Kaylee.
find me everywhere on the internet at Not Saige. I stream over on my channel. I'm going to be an Animal Crossing streamer finally. I wasn't when it came out. I'm finally going to be an Animal Crossing streamer.
Oh, maybe I'll stream Animal Crossing
I did
today.
get a new capture card since Animal Crossing came out. That was my
That's
problem,
right.
is my capture card didn't like my Switch. So
That's
I really
right.
didn't stream like any Animal Crossing.
Oh my God, maybe I'll dive back into the island today.
Maybe that's it. You can also find me over on Smosh Games this afternoon. We're doing a secret mission stream. It's going to get gross, unfortunately. Yeah, that's it. On my Twitch channel right now, we're at like 19.1K. We're pushing for 20K on Twitch. Very exciting number. And I am working on doing a merch drop when that happens.
Ooh.
So that'll be a thing to look forward to. If you're not following me on Twitch, that would help.
When she
Really
hits
cool.
20K, she's going to sell her channel to Moba Networks and cash out, and then she can retire.
It's not correct. Nobody wants to buy my channel, but that's okay because I like streaming it on it anyways. Yeah, and I'm around. I tweet about where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
I post in the Discord. We love you very much, BBs. Thank you for supporting our show. We'll see you also in another costume next week. Fridays are Costume Fridays all the way through Halloween. We've got 2 more. It's Mara Jade, for those who came in late. Mara Jade.
Thank you all for watching. Patrons, we'll see you in just a few minutes. Have a good weekend, babies. We love you.
Bye.